Welcome back, YouTubers, and welcome back, Nation, as we are back here in the Highland Scotties Teambuilder Dynasty, and it is week 6 as we're getting ready for our first Big 12 game of the season here in Season 2, as the Houston Cougars are going to be in town here. Highland, of course, 4-0 for the season right now, and of course, Houston, there you see they are 3-1, and they're looking to see if they can knock off the number 1 team in the nation. As you see here, last week they were able to get a defeat and pretty much do a pretty good job here against Texas State, 24 to 20 in that matchup there. And this week they are, like I said, trying to see if they can do a pretty good job here. Now, Houston was actually shut out in the first half there, as you see, which was kind of weird. But then came back and definitely in a strong way here, especially in the fourth quarter, scoring 17 there and taking the knocking off Texas State there. That was upsetted there. And of course, McMickle there is the quarterback for them. As you see his numbers from last week, and of course he was 16 of 33, 226 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an INT. This week we're going to try to see if we can try to shut them out throughout the whole rest of, pretty much for the rest of the game here, and make sure that they do not try to come back in the fourth quarter there, as they look like they were pretty dominant last week in that, especially in that fourth quarter. And for us this week here, Coach Bond, he just says the plan is to just make sure that McMickle does not get a chance to come back, make sure we dominate their offense. And of course, on defense, he wants to make sure we're playing very well and just cover all our bases, pretty much dot our T's, dot our I's and cross our T's here in this game. And then for the running game, he says for offense, he just wants to see a more dominant run in there. And of course, take the pressure off of Robinson, who has, of course, been in INT trouble as of late. And we gotta try to avoid that here this week. And of course, I think this is our second year we play against Houston. I want to say this is our second year we played against them. It's kind of weird because we don't do we have a conference, but we don't have divisions. Which season 3 we're gonna go back to doing divisions again, because I just feel more comfortable having divisions. This makes more sense. We know who we're playing, schedule wise and whatnot. But take a look at your media poll, and there you see we're sitting at first place there, of course, coming off that big win against Liberty last week, and a nice rival game with them. And of course, hopefully your favorite school is in the position here. As you see, Georgia brought down 10 spots from 15 to 25. Minnesota also took a little bit of a tumble. And there you see some of your other votes there. California, SMU, as others got some votes there, but not enough to get them into the top 25. And of course, the Cougars do have 3 players right now. They have Jenkins, Lawrence, and Dula there, who are injured. And of course, Jenkins is their primary halfback. He will be out this week as he has a torn labrum. He's out for 3 weeks. He's got of course, great quickness as well as looseness, and he has actually pretty good hands for back coming out of the backfield there. And but we don't have to worry about him. We're gonna have to worry about his backup, which will be Stanford, the second, who is the backup halfback, and we'll have to deal with him and running in the backfield there. And of course, McMickle, there you see his numbers there. He's a field general. Decent accuracy. He has great throwing power there. You see 96 throw power. And of course, the looseness, not the, kind of a little bit of pretty much average. But he does have some good acceleration. He can get out of the pocket if he needs to. But just enough to kind of get a couple of yards or so to help his team out if he is in a jam. And there you see his passing and rushing numbers this season. And of course, Rayshawn Stanford, there you see has running ability, gets a decent run route, but of course his quickness is going to be his key factor there. 95 acceleration, 90 speed. He's definitely going to be a back who's a receiving back there, so we got to kind of watch for that as well. He can also catch balls with screen passes, and can also run some pretty average routes. And of course, Steven Johnson, their wide receiver, is going to be their top wide receiver. He has, of course, great speed as well as pretty knowledgeable when it comes to route running there. So right now he has 9 catches on 231 yards so far for the season, with about 3 touchdowns. And then defensively, we have to worry about Webb, zone coverage there, and of course he's really helpful in the run support. He's got pretty good pursuit and pretty knowledgeable on the field. And of course his quickness is going to be key there, as well as he's going to be up there lurking around to see if Robinson throws some deep passes, which we're going to try to do our best to avoid that. And then of course the D-line, this is a guy we're going to have to worry about when it comes to running here, especially if we're going to run this one up the gut here, which talking to Coach Buzz, he says he's going to try to focus some more of that here this week, as we see Anthony Holmes there. He might be a problem for us, as he's a pretty good run stopper here, and one of the best run stoppers in the nation right now from Houston, Texas. And there you see 6'2", 295 pounds there for him. So we'll go ahead, and it's a beautiful evening here for some Highland Scotties football here, as we have a night game here. We don't see that too often here. And of course, there you see Finney, the tight end, the young man from Idaho, who's been doing pretty well for us this season. And of course, this is his last year, and we're going to try to give him as many touches as we can when it comes to that tight end position. He has definitely been clutch for us, especially in that game in the previous episode there against Liberty. As the Scotties will see here on a 3rd and 6 coming up. And this will be a passing situation here. Hopefully Robinson's ready to go, as he'll drop back here deep in the pocket here. This one's going to be tipped away, as they were trying to get that one there, but unfortunately could not get that one there to Finney, as he was pretty well covered, blanketed pretty well there on that attempt. So now we'll see what Houston can do here on their first drive, and Houston is able to get the football there. Nice play as they get this one there to Williams, as he gets the catch there for the first down. We'll now see another 1st and 10 coming up here after that play, and this will be the halfback there I was talking about, Sanford, as he makes another nice run there. So we'll see a quick pass there. That is going to be behind the receiver, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. No such luck there on that one. As now we'll see a block attempt here, and the Highland Skies able to scoop this up and take this one back for a field goal block for 6. Nice play there for the Highland Skies and the special teams there. And honestly, my reaction, when I was actually playing this, my action was like, "What just happened? Like, how the hell did this happen?" You don't see that too often here with this team. But unfortunately, we do see this quite from time to time, as Adams misses the field goal. So we get 6 points on the board there off of that block field goal attempt. And now McMickle now has to deal with our defense there. As you see another great play there from our D-line there. That would be Woolfolk on that play. We'll see here, 3rd and 15 coming up here. Of course, Woolfolk is there. One of our top players there, trying to get the Heisman. As you see, a nice safety there. So McMickle gets pummeled in the end zone there for a safety. That means we'll get 2 points plus the ball back. And there you see Nick O'Quinn. He has been just a very good player here. I believe he's a freshman or sophomore. We talked about him before here. I can't really remember. I think I want to say he's a freshman. But it does a great job there of making the getting the safety there in the end zone. We'll get the ball back here near our side of the field here near the 40-yard line. Hand off there. That is going to be, of course, Xavier Bowe did a nice job there, getting a nice yardage here. We'll see our boy here that we're trying to get the Heisman here this year here with. That'll be Avery, as he gets a few yards there on that carry. We're looking at now a 3rd and 2 coming up. Ball at the 40-yard line of the Scotties, as we'll see. Oh, nice job there from the defensive player That is Platt, who reads that very well. And they're forced us to punt the ball. So we now see a 2nd and 10 coming up there. That ball is going to be completed there by great pass there from McMickle. And McMickle now throws a screen. Again, finds his receiver. And that is going to be Johnson on the catch. As now they're looking at a 3rd down once again. Can they convert here on this 3rd and 7? We'll see what they can do so. As a pass going to be, well, hits the back of the helmet of his own teammate there. So they'll be forced to punt. So now on this 1st and 10, ball on the 21-yard line. And we'll see here, we've seen this many times before, especially all of last year, as Bo is having a pretty good year here, as he is kind of almost outshining Avery at times. We'll see now a 2nd and 10. We'll jump now here. Let's see if we can get a run here. And it's a decent run there from Avery as he gets a few yards there on that carry. We'll see now what we'll do here on this 3rd down. We'll see if we can convert here as we're on their 44-yard line. 3rd and 5 coming up here. Robinson scramble off to the side there. He's going to go down the field. Get a good, decent block there from Parks, as that's going to get him there at the 36-yard line of the Cougars. So Cougars, of course, are really, they are kind of lurking around there in that secondary, trying to see if Robinson's going to throw here and take advantage of his misfortunes of not reading the defense that well too often. Quite often. We'll see the ball now on the 22-yard line of the Cougars. Pass there is going to be completed, and it's going to be caught there for a 2nd and 5. So now the Scotties are on the 17-yard line of the Cougars, as we're trying to get this one here and try to get this, see if we can get in the end zone. 8-0 here is the lead. So a pass there. That's going to be completed, and that's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. As the Scotties, yeah, there you see the Heisman pose there. And even here as of recently here, as you see Dumars there gets the catch. Robinson's even been considered a Heisman Trophy candidate, which I don't see how that's going to be the case, because he's going to have to throw a hell of a lot of touchdowns to have to be a sure bet for that one there. He's going to make sure we don't throw too many interceptions. We'll see a pass there can be completed by, and that's going to be a 1st down there for Johnson as he finds the sticks. So McMickle getting the 1st down. 2nd and 10 here. We'll jump and see what he can do here on this pass. Is that pass going to be completed? Nice catch there, and that's another 1st down. This is by Williams there for the Cougars. As McMickle now here hands off to his halfback. He'll hand this one off to Sanford. Sanford trying to find the sticks, but he's going to get wrapped up there near the 25. So we're looking at a 2nd and 4 coming up here for the Cougars, and that ball's going to be picked off. Great play. Great job there from the corner as he's able to pick this one off. Nice job. As I believe, I forgot who that is now. I've actually changed some players' numbers here as of late. I don't know, because some of the numbers just did not look right on some of these guys here. But there's Abdul. There you go, Abdul. He is the junior, as he does a great job there picking this one off here. Originally I think he was 12, but I think now he's 10 now. So of course I got to write down some of these numbers. I should have wrote down before I started this video, but it is what it is. But nonetheless, that is a great play there. We get the job, get the interception there. Now we're going to see if we can try to take that turnover into some points. As we'll see here, it'll be Avery coming out of the backfield as he'll get to the 38-yard line and get a new set of downs here for the Scotties. Scotties looking at threat here as they're now up by 15 here in the 1st quarter. Robinson scrambles off to the right-hand side, looking down the field here. He's not going to make a play with his arm, but he's going to move his legs there. He's going to get about a yard on that carry. Thinking about throwing down the field, but realized it was a better option just to go ahead and run for it. So now 2nd and 9 coming up. Robinson throws this one there. That's going to go to the tight end. That is going to go to the big dog, Finney, as he gets the catch there, as he gets to the 32-yard line of the Cougars. That's a huge 1st down for the Highland Scotties. As we'll see now here, ball at the 32. 2:14 left here in the 1st quarter, up by 15. Scotties quarterback here lobs this one over there, and that's going to be caught, as that's going to be about 3 yards or so, 3 or 4 yards on that play. As we'll see now, a 2nd and 7 ran by Avery as he gets inside the 20. As they're going to mark him there at the 14 for the first down. So now 1st and 10. Ball in place now at the 14-yard line. Scramble off here. We'll see a quick pass there. That's going to be completed. And that's going to be a great catch there as he's just going to be denied. I believe that was, who was that? It wasn't Parker. It wasn't Parks. I can't remember who that exactly was. But we do have a mixture of, been mixing up some second string guys as well. So I do apologize there for not letting you guys know who they are. But that one's going to get in the end zone. That is Finney as he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. As the Scotties find their tight end there, who's been doing a great job there. That's going to be his, 4th of the season. So, yeah, nice job there. Oh, Benson's the number. That's who the player it is that caught that one before the touchdown. But Finney, he finds his way into the end zone and makes it now 22-0. So now, a minute left here in the first quarter. A handoff there, and that's a nice play there from the lineman coming in and just pretty much just obliterating that back. As we'll see now, ball the 8-yard line here. And Sanford here trying his best to get out of that backfield, but not too successful there. It's now 3rd and 3 coming up here. Scotties want to try to keep him back here, not let him cross the 20, but the ball is going to be caught. And that's a nice catch there from Johnson as he is going to get the first down. We'll jump now to a 2nd and 10 coming up. Just 12 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass being completed, and it's going to be caught. And I believe that is by York there on the catch. As we go ahead and see this is it for the first quarter. As the Scotties are able to put 22 on the board here. It is 22-0 as we go into the second quarter. Take a look at the quarterbacks here, and it looks like Robinson's been even though he's been not having much passing yards, but he's been completing a lot more. About almost a little over 85% of his passes have been completed. As there you see we get to their quarterback, and they'll be forced to punt. We'll get the ball back here after the punt on the 34-yard line. Play action here for Robinson. Robinson here running this one here. He's going to take this one, and he is going to complete this one to the 50, or actually to the 49-yard line of the Cougars. Cougars really having a tough time trying to make some adjustments here to the passing and the running game against us, but so far not successful. As we'll see another great catch there for another first down. I believe that one was to Benson that time. So now ball at near the 30. Play action. Robinson looking here. Throws this one up there. Finds Parks. And is able to get the catch there for the 2nd and 3 for the 3-yard catch. 2nd and 7. And trying to get out of the backfield here, Xavier Bowe. Oh, nice little spin move. Trying to spin back into the inside there. And he is going to be stopped just short of the first down. So now 3rd and inches coming up here. Ball at the 26. We'll see a handoff. That is going to be Avery. And Avery is going to get just enough there to get the chains moving again. As there'll be a new set of downs here for the Scotties. Scotties now at the ball at the 25-yard line of the Cougars. And we'll see another handoff here. They're going to be wise to keep moving the ball here on the ground, which is a great idea. But now they're going to have to try to see if they can do something try to do something big here as they're going to go here. It looks like it'll be a passing attempt here. 2nd and 10 coming up. As we'll see a drop back here. Scramble off to the right-hand side, looking down the field here. And he's going to go ahead and run this one himself, and that'll be Robinson as he gets now finally inside the 20. They're going to mark him somewhere around the 17-yard line. This is a 3rd and 4 coming up. As Robinson making some adjustments to the line here. Just 8 minutes left here in the first half. Scotties lead this one by 22. And again, Robinson just not really feeling what he is reading right now. Making some adjustments here. Look like he's trying to get to somebody here. Is he going to throw this one there? And that's just going to be at the knees of the backup tight end there, Smith Imagwe, or Igma, there on that throw. We'll see now 4th and 4 coming up here. Coach Bonds basically gave him the green light to go for it here. We'll see a pass there. It can be incompleted there. That's a great catch, and that's going to get him inside the 5 as he's going to get to the 4-yard line. So they complete the 4th down. And they're definitely trying to go for it here. Trying to get in the end zone as quickly as they can here and really stick it to this Cougars defense. 46 defense now for the Cougars. Ball's on the 3-yard line. I imagine this will probably be a run one up the middle here. So we'll see a handoff there. That's going to be Avery. Avery cannot get around that defender as he gets a little help there from a teammate. So now ball at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal coming up. We'll see what they'll try to do. They'll look like they got pretty much a lot of the big boys on the line. We'll hand this one off to Bo. Bo's going to go on the outside, and he's going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. As the Scotties get themselves on the board here once again. Nice job there from Bo as he's in the end zone. And nice finish there on that drive. And they're going to be up by 29 here as we see the senior. Of course, it's going to be we're making some adjustments there. We've got a couple guys we have in mind for halfbacks for next season. We've got a few more that will be here for at least for another year or two. But especially with Bo, it's going to be hard to replace him next season, even though we still have Avery for another year, unless Avery decides to go pro after this season. As we'll see now, Cougars have the football here. They have it on the 42-yard line. They'll run this one up the middle of Sanford as he'll get the few yards there for some positive yards there. We'll see a 2nd and 9 coming up, or excuse me, 2nd and 7. Pass there is going to be completed and it's going to be brought down as we'll get to the 46-yard line. So now ball at the 48-yard line. Nice pass there for the first. Cougars starting to move the ball down the field here, but he still cannot find the end zone. As we'll see, Sanford here now runs this one. He's going to be stopped and met up there by a few Scotties as he will get tackled there. He does get some positive yards there, about 2 or 3 yards on that carry. We'll see now McMickle here finds an open man deep out there. That is going to be a touchdown for the Cougars as he finds Manjack, the 4th, in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. And they're finally on the board after I just got done saying that we were doing a good job there. Them out there wandering around trying to find the end zone. They find an open man. That was just bad, poor coverage there from us. And we are going to pay. We definitely paid for that time. So now 29-7. 5:10 left here in the first quarter, in the first half. Hand off to Bo. Bo's going to go on the outside. Great blocking there from the lineman as he's able to find his way there at the 33-yard line. So nice carry there for him. We'll now bring out the Avery there as he gets the carry, and he'll get a couple of yards there on that attempt. As we'll get now to a 2nd and 8. As we'll see a ball at the 36-yard line, another carry there, and another successful attempt as we get some positive yards and able to move the chains as there is a Cougar down, and he's going to have to come off the field there. As if you guys hear me slamming and stuff, it's trying to kill this fly that's in my room right now. It's been bugging me all day, and now he decides to mess with me as I'm trying to do a recording here. So now 2nd and 6 here, as we'll see Scotties with the football. Hand off to Avery again, and Avery going to be shoved down as he barely gets, if anything, on that carry. So we'll jump down. We'll go to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Ball on the 46-yard line. We've crossed the 50 here. We're in Cougar territory, and oh, wow. I thought we had that there, but Avery's going to be stopped. And Coach Bond says, no, go for it. As we go 4th and inches now here. Ball on the 42-yard line. Hand off there to Avery. Avery just sneaks by and is able to get the first down there that we needed for a new set of downs. So now 2:44 left here in the second quarter. As the Scotties here trying to doing a pretty good, decent job here on the ground game. And now we'll see a loss there as Cougars able to pounce on Bo there on that carry. We'll see now Avery now runs this one here. He is nice hole there he found. Trying to get around here and does a little spin move. Gets himself some extra yards there to get a nice Big first down there as he's now well over 100 yards for the day. As this is going to be now at the 2-minute warning. So Scotties get the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10, ball inside the 20. After that big run there from Avery, as Avery's still out there in the backfield. And they're going to play action now. Here's Robinson now. Scrambles around here. Robinson going to call his own number instead. He's going to get inside the 10. As I believe he's going to get marked somewhere around the 6 or 7 yard line for the first. Actually, let's say 8. So nice run there from Robinson, being smart there, not going to force anything. And now we'll see 2nd and 5 here coming up here. Robinson going to call his own number again. He finds a way into the end zone. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. As Avery finds his way into the end zone. Nice job there. Holding on to the football there. Being smart. Not forcing anything, as Coach Bond's been telling him the last several weeks now here. And just go ahead and run this one instead. As he finds his way into the end zone. His 4th rushing touchdown of the season. And the Scotties on the board here once again now, 36-7. As we'll see about 1:14 left here for the Cougars here in the first half. And they're going to try to throw anything at the wall and see if it sticks. As they get a nice reception there for a nice first down. McMickle here has to throw this one away, and he's able to find his receiver as he is able to find Manjack there on that pass. Of course, he found that touchdown earlier, and then we get a nice sack afterwards. Nice job there for the defense, as now there's a minute left here. 3rd and 9 coming up, and we'll see a deep pass here. That one's just going to be overthrown as there was pressure put on McMickle to get that one out of his hands. Nice job there for the defense. Is now less than a minute left here in the ball game. We'll see a pass here. That's going to be incomplete, as Robinson just could not decide who he was trying to throw that one to. As now we'll see a 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball on the 24. Drop back here, throwing this one up there. That's going to be a great catch, as that's going to get our receiver pushed out of bounds. And that's going to be a huge first down for the Highland Scotties, as there's still time left. Highland has all their timeouts. Houston only has 1 left. As we'll see, looks like a change on the line here. Robinson throws this one off to the right or left-hand side there. Finds his receiver and gets the 4 yards there. Making now 2nd and 6 coming up. Pass here. This one's going to be out there. That's going to go up to the tight end, and we find Finney again. Nice catch there for him. That's going to put him inside the 20. And it's going to be a huge first down there for the Scotties. 14 seconds left here. Take our time here. We took a timeout. Trying to refresh here. Give guys a little bit of a breather. Drop back here. Pass there. It could be incompleted there. We're trying to see if we can trade in the end zone, but the stiff arm did not work. And we're going to be denied access there. So now 1st and goal, ball on the 2 yard line. Robinson here looking for a quick pass there. He throws that one to Avery, and Avery could not get in there, as the receiver's right there. Stops him just short of the first there at the 1 yard line. 2nd and goal coming up here. Just a few ticks left. See Riss run in there, and that's a nice run there, as Bo is able to finish it off. His 6th rushing touchdown of the season, his 2nd of the day. And the Highland Scotties now going to be up 43-7 here in today's game here in the first half. What a first half this has been. And almost pretty similar to the first half we seen last week against Liberty. 2 seconds left here. It's going to pretty much probably just going to kneel, and that's exactly what they're going to do. As the Cougars have been dominated pretty good here in this first half, as they are down by quite a few, several possessions here. As we'll see the first half stats there, and for the most part, it's been a pretty good game. So far, we haven't seen no interceptions from Robinson. He's been pretty good managing the football game and managing the football as well. And so far, the defense here all really gave up that one deep below that one coverage there, which got the Cougars into the end zone. But for the most part, it's been a solid game overall, especially the special teams coming up and they're scoring there, especially the first points of the day. That was really awesome to see, and hopefully we'll see more of that. We'll see a nice hit there. That's a fumble. Sky's going to get possession of the football there on that hit. What a play that was. And that is West who recovers that football. I don't know exactly who got the hit, but nonetheless, it was a good hit, and West able to pick up the ball. And now we have a chance now to do something with it. As to see Robinson here now scramble around, and he is going to get 3 yards on that carry. Make it a second and, second and 7? Drop back here deep in the pocket there for Robinson, as he is going to be able to throw this one there for a few yards. I believe that was to Benson. Or no, excuse me, Good. As we'll see that run there going to be completed. It's going to be a new set of downs here for the Scotties. Scotties looking at the look at themselves at the 27-yard line of the Cougars. As they'll throw a 3-yarder there on that play from Robinson. As we'll see now, second and 7. Scotties really trying to take their time here with this possession. This is their opening possession here. As we'll see a pass there. That's going to be completed. And it's going to be caught. And that's going to be inside the 20. Mark him near somewhere around the 13 for the first down. As we'll see a handoff here. And, oh, man, Avery just bumps into the defender there, and he wraps him up. As I thought that was going to be a big run there. But we lose a yard there on the carry. It's Robinson hands off to Avery. Avery finds himself into the end zone. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. As the Scotties halfback here saying that he's putting this game to bed here as he finds the end zone. Nice run there from him. As I believe this is his first of the day, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So nice carry there for him. As the junior, of course, he is talked about amongst the talking heads there of college football right now as the best player so far this season, as he is on a lot of people's top of their Heisman list so far. And we're just trying to exploit that right now and show why he should be the next Heisman Trophy winner. 50-7 now, as the Scotties here run the show, as they're trying to do a quick stop there. As we'll see now, 3rd and 2 coming up. Sanford here got a nice run as he's going to break this one out to the 45. It's going to be a first down for the Cougars. Cougars here they've been pretty good run the football here. The passing wise, of course, they've had one decent drive with passing when they scored that touchdown there on us. But so far here, we've been doing pretty good job of guys surrounding getting, moving where the football goes to and making nice stops, and of course, trying to wrestle the football out of the Cougars' hands. Of course, that fumble that we got there to start off this half was good. And McMickle here. Hands off there to Sanford. Sanford's going to run this one. As now we'll see a 3rd and 2 coming up. Can we make a stop here? So far, we've not been doing too good on 3rd downs here against them. And Sanford Hill, look at that. Look at him getting around those blocks and find his way to the first down marker as he almost broke that one out. So now 1st and 10. Ball still on the 25-yard line. Play action, throw a deep pass there. That's going to be intercepted. And that looks like it's going to try to come back for a pick 6 as we're taking this one back. And this is a great catch here. Oh, my goodness. He might be able to do it as we could be seeing a pick 6 here. And it's going to be in the end zone. Cameron Fields, 99 yards on that return. Pick 6. And the Highland Scotties defense just lays it on more thick now. It's now 57, or soon to be 57-7. As we're putting a 50-burger on these boys. Look at that. Great catch there. Great job there. Finding the blocks that he needs to get down the field. And takes this one back 99 yards. What a play there. Great block there. And then after that, it was just smooth sailing right into the end zone. And I'm sure McMickle and this offense are probably thinking, man, this game just needs to hurry up and end right now. As the Houston Cougars definitely going to be putting us on our calendar for next season for revenge. As we'll see a handoff there from Sanford as he runs this one there for a short carry. 2nd and 7 coming up, and so stop him there. He barely touches the football there after getting it handed to him. So now 3rd and 10. Draw back, quick pass there. It's going to be, no, it's going to be a loss of a yard, and they'll be forced to punt. So nice job there. Nice 3 and out there from the defense for the Scotties. They're back out here on offense as Robinson drops back here. Quick pass up the middle there. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be taken there at the first down, or taken down there at for the first down, I believe, there by Benson. As we'll see now, drop back here from Robinson, throws this one there. That is going to go to Dumars. Dumars gets the catch and a big, nice first down there. Puts him at the 30-yard line. Nice catch there for about 20 on that play. We'll see now, ball at the 30-yard line here. 1st and 10 here for the Scotties. Play action. Robinson scrambling around here. Robinson looking down the field here. He's going to go ahead and call his own number instead. And he gets a yard on that play, which is fine. No problem there. We don't want to force nothing at all. Don't throw no off balance passes. Don't throw across your body. Now 2nd and 2, and oh no, Robinson! It's going to be a fumble, but one of our linemen is able to pick it up, and that's a big loss. As we're looking at a 3rd and 24. So we'll see what we got in the playbook here for a deep pass like this, and of course this is always, in this case, it's always dangerous. And see the ball being thrown there to Finney, and he comes down with it, but just can't hold on to it. So we'll be forced to punt. As Robinson, like I said, doesn't have the best arm when it comes to deep passes, unless the receiver happens to be wide open, which is very seldom here. But we definitely, we got to just deal what we can deal with. As that ball is going to be nicely played there by the defense, causing incomplete. We get the ball there at our own 39-yard line after the punt. Robinson here calling his own number instead, going down the sideline there, looking for the block. And he's going to tiptoe out of bounds as Corey Platt is going to come off the field here, grabbing his side there. He's going to have to come off the field. Ball now at the 22-yard line here, 1st and 10. Excuse me. Scotties here. Drop back, finds their receiver here. That is going to be no other than the tight end, Finney, as he finds his way into the end zone. 2nd time now today he's found his way into the end zone. His 5th receiving touchdown of the season, and the Scotties now really putting it on here, really good with 3:08 left here in the 3rd quarter. It's 64, going to be 64-7. Take a look here. At some point, I would imagine Coach Bonds will start putting in some of the 2nd string guys, and if he's not already, I think he's put a few in there here at midway through the 3rd quarter. I'm sure he'll put more so in the 4th quarter. As the ball's now at the 25-yard line here for the Cougars, as that ball's going to be placed there nicely, as the defender there is able to, or the receiver is able to get to that one. That'll be York on the catch. McMickle here throws this one. That one's going to be off balance there. That was again for York. As York not that tall enough to get to that one there. Now, after the punt, we'll see the Scotties place the ball, get the ball placed at the 49-yard line. Again, Platt is hurt again, as he's going to have to come off the field, this time grabbing his wrist. That wear and tear is definitely getting onto him here. As we'll see the ball at the 41-yard line. Handoff there to, looks like Bo there that time, as he gets enough there for the 1st down. So now ball on the 40. 1st and 10. Handoff there to Avery, as he'll get a few, if not 2 yards there on the play. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now we'll see a run here, and we'll see, oh, thank God, he held on to the football that time. Robinson calls his own number there, and he gets himself enough there for the 1st down. So now 1st and 10, ball on the 29-yard line. Robinson calling audible here. Doesn't like what he's seeing from the defense. And he's trying to be air traffic controller here, as that ball's going to get hit. He's going to hit as he throws the football there. It looks like it was intended there to his tight end. We'll see now 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball still on the 29-yard line. About a $1.13 left. Pass there being completed there. He'll find a receiver, and that is going to be Dumars, as Dumars gets the catch there at the 9-yard line. That's going to put us inside the 10. And again, the Highland Scotties making a threat here once again here to score. As oh, excuse me, that is Corey Good. My bad. Like I said, I've changed the numbers for some of these players here. But Corey Good getting that nice 20-yard reception. And that's going to be a first down. As now we'll see first and goal coming up. Less than a minute left here in the third quarter. Scotties could definitely really expand this lead even more so. As we'll see a nice carry there for about 4 or 5 yards there on that carry. Now second and goal coming up here, and we'll see a touchdown for Avery Johnson. Nice job there for him as he finds the end zone once again here for the Scotties. As this game is just well out of it's been well out of reach for the Cougars here. As really the Scotties just stacking up some extra points here for themselves and just padding the stat sheet here. 71-70. What is going on, Houston? I thought this game would be a little more closer, or at least a back and forth game, but not the case. As we'll see here, 4 seconds left here in the third quarter. Last play here in the third. We'll see what this is going to be. That's going to be a reception there. That is going to be caught, and that is going to be enough there to get some positive yardage. So far, it's not been too positive for Houston, as they've been getting shellacked here pretty good. We'll probably see some second-string guys come in here from for both offense and defense come up in this quarter, as we'll go to now the fourth and final quarter. 3rd and 2 coming up as McMickle here. Or actually, no, that's not McMickle. He is actually out of the game. It's their backup. I'm not sure who the backup is, but I think the coach there at Houston said, yeah, we've had enough brutalizing my quarterback here, so we'll just go ahead and just take him out, as O'Quinn does a great job there of getting this sack. We'll see now 1st and 10. Drop back here, throwing this one up there. That's going to be caught, as the ball is going to be at the 40, as it looks like Robinson's still in there, so Coach Bonds wants to give him a couple of reps here, a few more reps. And as you see, Robinson here drops back in the pocket, looking down the field here, throws this one up, and that's going to be caught. Enough there for the first down. As we do see a few second-string guys in there, especially on the offensive line. Pass there going to be completed, but it's going to be a loss as they get that one to Avery, trying to come out of the backfield. So now 3rd and 11 coming up. Scotties here having an excellent game here, doing a great job here, just performing. As that one is just throw on the run, and he just had that's pretty much just a throwaway. We'll be forced to punt, as they'll get the Cougars will get the ball there on their own 16-yard line. As we'll see a loss of 3 on the play. 3rd and 13 coming up. As the backup QB coming in here. He is screaming around here for his life as he's being brought down. Nice sack there. That is O'Quinn again who gets the sack. Nice play there, as they'll be forced to punt. So O'Quinn really stepping up here. This freshman doing a great job. I like to see how I love seeing that from him, especially guys that are really trying to prove to themselves that they have a chance to, they want to be a full-time starter, more so next season, making plays like that. 2nd and 22 coming up. We'll see a pass here being completed. That's going to be in there. Nice job. And it's Robinson, again, still out here getting those extra reps there. I guess Coach Bondsville's wants him just to, stay loose, but at the same time, I would think Coach Bond would be more worried about chances of him getting hurt. But the line's been doing a great job here protecting them for the most part. 4th and 10 coming up here. Why not go for it? We'll see what Robinson can do. I think they want to try something deep. Robinson gets hit as he throws a football there. That is going to be an incomplete pass, and that'll be a turnover on downs. So now 1st and 10. As we'll see the quarterback here for the Cougars being brought down. And again, the backup's like, man, I really don't feel like being out here. O'Quinn, now 10 sacks for the season, the freshman, showing what he can do. As we'll see it now, a 2nd and 18 coming up here. The QB is going to have to make a run. as he is running for his life, but he is going to get enough there for the first down as he moves the sticks. 7 minutes left as the QB now again for the Cougars being brought down. That's now the 7th sack now, and most of those coming from O'Quinn here just alone here in this second half. As QB here has to get rid of the football there. He is definitely being pressured there quite a bit, as D-line's doing a great job there putting the pressure and forcing him to uncomfortable, just being uncomfortable in that pocket. As their pass being completed, but not enough to get the first down. They'll be forced to punt. As we see, I believe now Singer is in the game, and we'll see Avery now runs this one out of the backfield there. That's going to be a completed run, nice run there from him. Singer now here throws. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be enough there for 6 yards on that first down. So yeah, Singer is in the game here. He is taking over. He's dropping back here, and of course he's got excellent speed. As he's going to throw this one there, that's going to be tossed up, but the receiver cannot come back down with it. Incomplete pass. Now we're looking at a 3rd and 4 coming up, as they're trying to get Singer in motion here as well. Singer has a pretty good throw here. I like his throw, and like I said, we've seen him start a couple games last season, and worst case scenario, he's been told, if Robinson has a bad game or just not completing his passes like he should be, like we believe that he can do, then there's a good chance that he'll come in the game. There you see Parks gets a nice catch there for a huge first down, as we're now on the other side of 5 minutes. 4:50 left here in the fourth quarter. 71-7. I guess the Scotties are trying their best to try to put a 70 points on these boys, as that's going to be an incomplete pass as they get to Singer there on the throw. So incomplete pass. We're looking at now a 2nd and goal. Ball at the 9-yard line. Scotties are just trying to get Singer some reps here to throw here as he's out here. Not actually, he's not supposed to be doing nothing too big here. As we see a pass being completed. It's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown. As we find the end zone there with our backup quarterback. Nice play, as that's going to be good. As he finds his first touchdown of the day. Not his first catch of the day, but first touchdown of the day. As it's going to be touchdown number 3 for him this season, as the junior shows off what he can do here. And these two have had a pretty good connection. We've seen them quite often last season when Singer was making those catches. It's now a 70-point lead here, as we'll see the second string quarterback here for the Cougars throw this one high and deep, and that ball's going to be completed, and that young man is gone. Touchdown, Cougars. And I mean, at this point here, this is just garbage time touchdowns here, because we got a lot of the second string guys for the defense out there, as they give up a touchdown. That's going to be Muse, the senior, who is just jetting down the field here. I think it was just a blown coverage there. I think, yeah, well, they had someone on him, but he was just too fast and did a great job there of getting down the field there and making a track meet out of it. So now, ball now the 21-yard line. We're just going to try to run this ball and just try to get this game over with as quickly as we can. Don't necessarily need to score, but we're just trying to run the football here. As you see, Bo here breaking a couple tackles. It's Zion Taylor being down on the field there. He'll have to come off. Hopefully nothing too serious. 3rd and 8 coming up. As we'll see Singer here drops deep in the pocket here. And Singer gets hit as he throws, as that was an incomplete pass. So we're going to go for here on 4th and 8. Just trying to get some reps in. As we see a pass up the middle there. And that pass is going to be incomplete. As there'll be a turnover on downs here. We'll see what the Cougars now can do with a short field. We're pretty much gifting them a chance now to get a score here. As we'll get to a 2nd and 9 coming up. Pass being completed. Nope, not going to be completed. It's going to be intercepted. Nice job there from the defense as they get the ball back. And the quarterback here for the backup quarterback for Houston's like, I've had enough here tonight. Can we just roll this game up and just leave? Can we? Bus driver, just get it warmed up. We'll be out there. We'll be in the bus here in about 5 minutes. as West is able to get the pick there. That's his second interception. Remember, he got one earlier in the game. As we'll see, this nice run here for Bo, as Bo is going to be running this one there for about a good 15 yards, gets the first down. And see there, over 600 yards now for the season. As him and Avery are just a great 1-2 punch coming out of that backfield. Hand off to Xavier Bo again, and he'll run this one there. He'll get 5 on the carry. And again, just trying to melt this clock as much as we possibly can. As we'll see here, run here from Singer, as he'll run that one there, and he'll get enough there for the first down. 2:42 left here in the fourth quarter. As we'll see, pass there going to be incompleted, and that's going to be brought down. As the receiver gets the catch, now they'll be just short of the first down marker. We'll see a 2nd and 2 coming up. Scotties here again, just go out here, just playing, throw and catch here. Run being made by Singer, excuse me. And Singer is able to find wide open space there as he gets the first down for the Scotties as he's fired up. Nice job there on that run. So now 1st and 10 after that big run here, we'll see Xavier now makes a carry as he'll get about about 3 on that carry. Scotty's looking to go ahead and do this again, as we'll see a play there being completed, but not much there on that one, as they pretty much get back to the line of scrimmage there on that carry. So now 3rd and goal coming up here, just getting close to about a minute left in the game here. Bo run that one there, and he'll be stopped there at the 3-yard line. So now 4th and goal coming up. Scotty's here going to decide to go for here once again, and nope, they're going to get smothered as they get stopped at the 5-yard line. So they're just trying to test what they can do here with some of the sophomore and freshman linemen that we got. Not really necessarily worry about scoring there on that. It might mess with their conversion rates or whatever the case may be. But oh, look at this pass right here. This one's going to go down the field here. Another garbage time touchdown for the Cougars, and they find their way into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston, as they get another garbage time touchdown here. Trying to make the score a little more flattering there for themselves, but everybody knows this one was pretty much a blowout. Quentin Drake is going to get the catch there for the Cougars, and he is able to get down the field here. He actually was, West is out there still, surprisingly enough, and he actually got past West there on that play. But nonetheless, we win this one here. 78-21 is your final score. Highland Scotties, player of the game, is no other than Robinson Jr., the senior. 4 touchdowns, completing almost 80% of his passes, and well over 290 yards. No, actually 290 yards for the day, actually. So now he has 20 touchdowns for the season. Receiving wise, he has 4 rushing touchdowns now for the season. Only got sacked twice in this game, and surprisingly enough, of all things, didn't throw an interception. So nice play there. And just take a look there. First downs, obviously, 42 first downs. Total offense, 705 yards. Wow. And of course, rushing wise, a combined of 353 yards, 5 touchdowns on 61 carries. And of course, there you see the numbers there, +5 for the Scotties in turnovers. 4 interceptions and a fumble there for Houston. As there you see for us, no penalties for either side. And of course, obviously, time of possession in favor of us on a little over a half hour on the field. But Robinson, like I said, really great game there. It was nice to see no interceptions there from him. And you know, like I said, we played. You know, he played what 3 in about 2 minutes of the fourth quarter there. So 3 quarters and 2 minutes of that game, and did a great job. You know, just doing what he's supposed to do as a quarterback, just manage the game and show what he can do, which was great. Avery, 25 carries, 156 yards, 2 touchdowns. Bo, 21 carries, 100 yards for the day. He had 2 touchdowns as well. Bo has now 6 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns for the season. Avery has 9 total. Robinson has 12 carries, 49 yards, and a touchdown. His fourth, like I mentioned earlier. And then Parks, 7 catches, 86 yards, no touchdowns for him. Feeney, he had 5 catches, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. He has 5 now total for the season. Dumars had his sixth receiving touchdown. He had 6 catches of 76 yards. Benson, 6 catches of 71. And Good, 3 catches for 39, a touchdown. Defensively, there you see Panther had the most tackles there for us. He was in double digits. He had 13, as well as a fumble recovery, a fumble, and a defensive touchdown as well. Abdullah had an interception. Mayberry had an interception. O'Quinn had 4.5 sacks in the game, plus a safety. Yeah, that freshman, he is definitely being something here. Locklear, been kind of quiet. He had 8 tackles for the game. He's been kind of quiet. Well, he was pretty good last week. This week he was kind of quiet. Hopefully we can get him back and figure out a way to get him back into the game there like he was there against Liberty. But then look at the numbers here for Houston. McMickle, 21 of 32, 231 yards, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown. His backup came with 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Excuse me. Sanford, day, not too good of a day there for him. Barely, I think he might have got close to 50 yards for the day. Manjack had 7 catches, 84 yards, and a touchdown. And defensively, they have 3 guys there with double digits and tackles. But for the most part here, we pretty much ruled and controlled whatever we wanted to do with that Houston defense there. So that was nice to see that happening. And I'm sure, like I said, they are definitely going to be penciling us in for a rematch next season. As O'Quinn is your player of the week for the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week there. So congratulations to him, as he had a really nice week. And he's also the National Defensive Player of the Week there. So a great job there for the freshman stepping up with those numbers there. 6 tackles for loss. He has now 13 for the season in tackles for loss. I think he's getting, he's right behind Barr here. Barr has 14, so he's getting right there with Barr. And then 4.5 sacks as well. Of course, that safety for him. So excellent game there defensively for him and for the defense here this week. So as we take a look here, we have a bye week coming up in week 7, and we will have, of course, our bye week. We'll have our recruiting, which we'll talk about some of the recruits that we're looking at for this coming season here. We've got a couple guys that are kind of teetering in our towards us, and then we got a couple guys here as well that are kind of like, you're on my list, but there's a good chance you may not make it to the finish line there. So we'll show you guys some of those players there. We'll talk about some of those players that we're going to be getting. We actually got quite a few of them actually going to be showing up here in the next, not in week 8, but I think it's week 9 to the KU game when we host KU. So that should be really nice and be helpful for us. So we'll see how things go, but we'll show you guys that coming up in the next video, which will be the Highland Scotties sports talk there coming up very, very soon. So if you guys did enjoy today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And, of course, hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. And, of course, you guys can follow us over on our second channel with more college football 25. Of course, college football 26 is coming around the corner here pretty soon. We're less than, about a couple weeks away. So, yeah, we're getting close. I have not picked what team I'm going to use yet. We'll have a video about that here pretty soon. Hopefully, I'll let you guys know when. If you guys got any ideas who I should go with this year, let me know down below. But that's it for me. Stay tuned for more. And of course, like I said, don't forget to check out our second channel here on YouTube at ESGNet Plus LP, as we got a nice Road to Glory series over there on the channel. But that's it for me. As always, guys, go Scotty Nation. Let's go Dog Pound. Let's get ready for our bye week and settle into week 8 as we get ready for Arizona coming up very soon. But as always, guys, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on the channel. As always, keep yourselves each other healthy, and I will see you all next time.